Morning, man, morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Thought you all would like to see I think it's probably the biggest, or definitely one of the bigger of the ships that come to Barbados on its itinerary. I saw someone already popped up your name, the MSC Seaview. Capacity on that is about 4,200 double occupancy, fully loaded just over 5,100. And in the inside section, we have the Relic Explorer 2. It does about 1,800 on double occupancy. Between two of them, over 2,000 crew on the island, about 2,200 crew on the island today. So as you can see, over 6,000 guests here. Well, if they're full, and over 2,000 crew. So Barbados is going to have a busy day. I hope all of our ambassadors are ready to show these people the best of this island, to make sure that they don't want to come here in a cruise ship only, but they want to come back here and spend some time with us locals in Barbados, and become part-time Bajans, hopefully in the future, if they're not already that. Because the vessel on the inside itself, the Umbrella, that actually does options of cruisings. You can do a week here and then a week on the cruise. You can do 2 weeks cruise, you can do 1 week's cruise, you could do a week on the cruise and then a week in Barbados as well. So they do their home porting here. They have probably the biggest program that's offered out of Barbados. I would say they're one of the bigger ones. The P&O also offers it as well, but these here do their 2 week packages, one on the island, one off the island, either which way you go. Or as I said before, 1 week on a cruise or 2 weeks on a cruise. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Barbados. You all would have seen I was showing off already in the water. So, you know me, I had to get in the sea. It is so lovely this morning. It is just beautiful. The transparency is incredible. Give you a little look and see what it looks like down here. Just beautiful this morning. Absolutely gorgeous conditions. Glassed off, typical West Coast. This is what we saw last week on the South Coast, a couple of days. Really glassed off conditions. As I mentioned in one of my write-ups, it was similar to the West Coast conditions. You can see why I made that comment. Also because of the reflections as well. Just a beautiful day. Absolutely stunning. We are expecting a north swell coming into the weekend. The angle of it doesn't look that great for all of the West Coast, but definitely can get a surf coming in, it looks like. Going to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend here in Barbados, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start off with Tuesday morning. Good morning and blessings to you all. Beautiful, beautiful day in Barbados. Just going to give you a little scan around here, and then we're going to come back and do our serenity prayer, watching as that ship goes in. Looks like a huge land-based resort on flotation devices. Massive itself, having all the conveniences that you would find in any land-based resort, but it doesn't have the culture, doesn't have the people, doesn't have the personalities that the islands actually offer. Okay, let's say our serenity prayer here. Anyone that would like to join us, please do so. Anyone else, we'll be back with you in a few seconds time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Such a gorgeous morning. For those that were on here from the beginning, I couldn't have staged it any better. We had this massive floating resort out in the middle of the ocean, a little fishing boat that was just cruising by right almost on the coastline. Put everything in its perspective, you know, you could really understand the size of the vessel that was in the water from that. And it was such a lovely thing to see, one of the traditional West Coast views of a small little fishing boat, a guy stand up with his extended rod on the throttle and just cruising through in the placid and calm, glassy conditions that they are this morning. The drop off here, yes, it's pretty heavy. As you can actually watch it. We can watch it from here for a second. You can watch how the water is pulling back. where it actually hits the trough area itself, where it starts to suck up and thing. So right where you're seeing that is where the trough starts. It is a pretty radical one this morning, but it does go off in waves again, so you do find ridges and sand in between. It's just a beautiful morning here though. I mean, every morning is a beautiful morning here. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I like to speak it because that's how I feel right now. Alright, we're just to the south of the Cockspur Rum Factory and the Barbados Light and Power Plant, which is by the hot pot, which is just around the corner there. I thought we would start mid-beach this morning and walk in the direction of the harbour because I really wanted to watch as that huge vessel was coming in this morning. Just perfectly timed for our adventure for sure. Welcome to all you on board and happy February. I have with me today, oh lovely little fish jumping all over here. I have today our Valentine's love treats that I'll be handing out. They may look like the Christmas card and our New Year's card and our Walton Barrow gift pack, but they're actually now called the Valentine's love treats. Perfectly named. I told my angel what I was going to call them last night and she just smiled. So, you know, I'll be handing them out during the course of the day. If you're on the island, I hope you're enjoying this here because it's just a gorgeous morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, how are you? As you can see, it's a very popular beach for exercising and walking. I'm going to carry you up on a higher level and I'm going to come back down to the sea. Don't worry, you know we like to stay near the water's edge. But I want to give you a feeling of how big this beach is and talk a little bit of what it used to be like from years ago that I remember it. Good morning, doggy dogs. Now, most of these properties here are Airbnb. You can get rentals all along this section here by Brighton, and the actual area we're in is Brighton. We're just to the north of what they call Brandons, but the separation is where the homes start by Brighton. Then it goes down to Freshwater Bay, where you can also get lots of Airbnb facilities. Just beautiful. Alright, now to talk a little bit about the width of the beach. Let's see if we can scan it. Ladies, would you all like to say good morning to the world from Barbados? Okay, well, no problem. Say good morning. Oh, good morning to you all. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, we have some camera shy folks on this morning, but as you know, that's how it is, and we respect that and honor that. Not a problem. Alright, so give an indication width of the beach. This is the highest tide that we're going to experience. Right now it's high tide. I mean, it's pretty much flush high tide. I think high tide was around 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, so somewhere in that time frame, but it's high tide right now. So this is the smallest that you will see this beach unless there's a big north swell running, and you do see it a little bit wider and flatter on occasions, but it does have a good angle on it at the moment. When I was a young fella, and I'm not even going way back into my teens or anything like that, because in my teens there was no beach here at all. Land's End was, well, very small beach. Land's End was where it all ended, where the highway ended, then they put the Spring Garden Highway. But this beach has built, this is not a joke, where you're seeing these chairs would have been where the sea would have been coming into at high water mark. That is how it was. I remember when I first joined the company that I used to be with in cruise tourism in, I think it was 97, December of 97. This beach here was so tiny. We used to actually utilize a spot down here called the Mount Gay, the Malibu Visitor Center, which was massive. It was a big complex on the beach side. It's still there, the actual structure itself. It's next to the factory. We used to do tours of it, and as soon as you stepped off of their property, you stepped onto the high water mark. There was really no beach here. Where those ladies are walking now, there you see down the distance, that would have been all ocean. So that will give you an indication of how much sand is built here. And similarly, we've seen that on the other side, which is Carlisle Bay. A lot of my fishermen friend, I value their input tremendously because they see here every day, not like me once or twice a month or whatever. They will see this every day. So a lot of them have told me that from the time they remember the Bridgetown Harbour being built, that this started the building of the sands here, and that would obviously have had an impact as well on the other side as well. So that sort of like formed like a groin after they reclaimed the land between Barbados and what that time was known as Pelican Island. So lots of sand is built, lots of history down here on this beach as well. This, besides East Coast, this is the longest, I guess I always speak under correction, so I can put in my disclaimer, I speak under correction because I don't have a measuring stick, haven't measured it yet, but this would be the longest stretch of beach besides the east coast of the island, and that would be obviously like the Morgan Lewis, Cattle Wash area, that long strip. This runs from here, which is by where the flour mill is, what we term as the flour mill, and it runs the entire length down past the hot pot, right around the corner through Freshwater Bay, right through Paradise, and right down to Bats Rock. It is definitely quite a bit longer than Bay Street or Carlisle Bay itself. Actually quite a bit longer than both of those. I walked these, we walked them both in one day, my angel and myself, and this one we definitely noticed the difference for sure of how long it was in comparison to the other one. Just beautiful. I believe you can get tours of the distillery. You can always check that online. Again, you know, I'm very cautious about saying you can for sure. I know that a lot of people may say, well, you should know, but I don't know, because there's so much COVID changes and changes in regulations and requirements and all different kinds of protocols. I always say, if you're going anywhere, check and see if it's open. 1, 2, make reservations. That I would recommend. No matter how quiet it may appear in the island, there are 2 things I would recommend if you're doing anything in the island, besides driving or going, you know, to normal little bars and stuff. That is what I would recommend doing for sure, just to make sure you don't waste your time going somewhere. You know, like for example, just give you an indication of how weather changes stuff. Animal Flower Cave up in the northern tip of the island, and anytime they have a massive north swell coming in, the cave is closed, and if it's too big, even the bar is closed. So you don't want to be driving all down there, you know, without checking it out first. So just a recommendation. Anytime you do anything in Barbados, give a call first, check it's open, check the protocols, make reservations. Water is literally like glass this morning. Just beautiful. I mean, that is picture perfect. So I'll tell you what, let's make that our first official EMC photo opportunity. I forgot to count, but I estimate that's about 20 seconds. That's our photo opportunity. So, onward we shall go. Alright, down here I mentioned a little while ago, until the building of the Spring Garden Highway. Well, that has been renamed. It's the Mighty Griner Highway now. That has been renamed after our most notorious road march king, the Mighty Griner. So respects to him. You know, it is the place where we have all of our crop over festivities. When I say all of our crop over festivities, Bridgetown Market, the absolute jump up day, the end of our 4-day morning jump in, everything ends at the Spring Garden Mighty Griner Highway. I like to call both so that people will understand that it's the same thing, because, you know, a lot of people have not got familiar with the new name. Still call it Spring Garden, which I do many times as well, but I like to honor the Calypsonian. That's probably being one of the most impressive in our road marches in Barbados for sure. Now this morning, strange enough, we see chickens all over Barbados. Chickens here, chickens there, chickens everywhere. We have beach chickens all over this island. This morning I had a beach duck. I got a couple of pictures, but it was almost pitch black. So hopefully they would have come out. I didn't want to run them with the flash and stuff, so I tried some without, but I did take one with the flashes before I moved on. So hopefully that will come out. But a massive white duck on the beach, just walking about, chilling out and taking his morning stroll as well. What surprised me is the amount of dogs that walk in this area, and he was comfortably walking about on the beach. So I don't know if he knows the dogs and stuff and he's familiar with them, so I guess that's a possibility as well. Now I see something white on the beach out there by that dog, but I don't know if that is it. It's a little bit far off for me to pick it up, so we will see if we get there anyhow. But that was the general area where he was in this morning. Massive water park, belongs to Rascals Beach Bar. Rascals Beach Bar is what on the beach used to call Wisers originally. Some of you may remember it, it's called as that. That is the location where you will get a pan on the sand. That's a big event that we have here in Barbados. That goes on with Reggae on the Hill. They're combined together, so you can always check that out. Just have a look up for Pan on the Sand, Reggae on the Hill. No, I don't see that duck. So he seems to have made his exit. So as I mentioned, some of these homes that we're coming into now are year-round lived in by the locals themselves. This is where you will get majority. You still have some 1 or 2 pockets in here, but the majority of these are actually lived in year-round. See if we can catch some Bajans here. Say good morning, they're not too camera shy. Good morning, gentlemen. Would you like to say hello to my friends all over the world? We're broadcasting all over. And I'm trying to tell everybody how friendly Bajans are and how receptive we are. Thanks very much, man. Y'all fellas are good? Y'all do this every morning, right? Wonderful, man. Dogs look so happy and contented. Y'all have a blessed day, okay? And we're the EMC, so if you ever hear that name, you know who we are. EMC. Would you like me to put one of my cards up here for you? Alright, okay. You're on Facebook? Perfect. Alright, well folks, I'm going to put you down for a still moment because I have one of our Valentine's love treats to give out. Number 1. Starting the ball rolling. So here we go. Enjoy this little station scenery for a minute and I'll be back with you. This is your stuff here, sir? Okay, perfect. This may blow, but I'll put it for the shoes. Yeah, okay. Right. Alright fellas, you all have a good day. Have a look for us online. We are just a group that thanks God for our lives every morning. For the things that we have and to be grateful for. Alright, you all have a great day, alright? Positive vibes, thanks guys, cool. Enjoy your day. Yeah man, for sure. So these are our potential new members. Have a great day guys. Alright, that is what we do. We are trying to spread our love and spread our joy and spread our peace. So you don't spread it by keeping quiet and walking up a beach and shunning people. You spread it by showing the love and the happiness and the peace. As I always say, we are what we radiate. We are what comes from within. So if you have a bad core, you can't project off peace and happiness and love. It's got to start in the bottom. It's got to start in your heart and in your soul. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Morning. Thank you, thank you. You can see the glows that are coming up this morning. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise. I looked this morning out when I got up at 3:30. Scattered showers, little sprinkles around my place. I said, whoa, we're going to have a scattered shower morning. Then when I left home, after telling you all that it's partly cloudy skies, I was reading offline though, so I'll have to blame the Met Office for that. Partly cloudy skies, it was clear. I don't have on a raincoat. I don't have on anything at all this morning. I don't have anything with me but my hat, which I always wear because it keeps my Valentine love treats warm and keeps them dry so that I can go in the sea without any fear of them getting wet or having to put down anything. So today everything is traveling with me. Nothing gets taken off. Nothing has to go back on. So, well, the hat can get taken off because I can pull out the love treats and give them out like fire today for sure. The more Barbadians that we can introduce to our family, the better. Because we don't just want to bring Barbados as in vision. We want to bring Barbados as in character and personalities and friendliness and kindness. And you will notice that we have so many Bajans in here, and every morning you are feeling as though you're in Barbados, because if you are accustomed to what it's like in Barbados, what you're experiencing is what you get here. The kind of comments of love and kindness is what you get here. This is not a put on, this is the real Bajan culture, together with everyone from all over the world, putting it all together, throwing it in a blender and coming out with peace, harmony and love. Can't want anything better than that. International peace, harmony and love. Perfect. That's just the way we've been asked to live. Alright, I was getting tired of seeing myself too, so don't worry. I'm going to switch it back off again. Look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. Alright, you know, it's not the scenic view of the East Coast or anything like that, but I'm going to go up in this slightly higher elevation and I'm going to give us our photo op number 2. Sunrise in Barbados on Brighton Beach, looking eastward. I saw a comment come up online just now. Good morning. Well, I started to read it. It said, "Good morning, beautiful." I was just about to respond. I saw a cousin, and I know I'm not that person's cousin, but good morning. Good morning to you, Julie Reese. Good morning. Good to see you all online. It's lovely to see all of our Bajans coming online, sharing love with their families from overseas and stuff. It is beautiful. You know, it's an amazing network of people that just come together every morning just to start the morning the right way. This is a perfect, positive way to start our day. And I'm not saying that because it's anything that I'm doing. I'm saying that because I'm a part of what we are. Looks like we have some more action coming in out on the horizon. If Mr. Hunt is on board, please tell me what that vessel is. Look at these conditions. I know we did a photo op before. We can do another one right now. Breathe it in, people. Breathe it in. Whether you're here or not, as long as you've been to Barbados and you know what Barbados is like, and you feel Barbados when you're here, you're going to feel it right now because your visions are tied in with your memories. So enjoy that. That is the human power that we have. Locking everything together. Beautiful, beautiful morning. I see some of my Caribbean sisters on here this morning. Good morning to you all, and thank you for joining us in Barbados almost every morning, if not every morning. It's wonderful to have you here as well. Just a beautiful day. I can try and capture some more people again. Let me see if we can get some more people. So good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you all this morning? Thanks very much, man. Have a great day, okay? Beautiful. Now, Angie, if you're online, this is me and you a little while coming, huh? So, get ready. When you get back here, I am not letting you go at all. That's just how it is. Sorry, guys. Little Mr. Romantic in me just slipped out. Trying to control it, but it's not too easy to do. Too much love in my blood. Beautiful water park, as I mentioned before. I don't know if any of you all have had the opportunity to go out on that. I have not, so I'm not going to tell you how lovely it is out there. I can tell you I've watched it for a few times from here, but I would most definitely like to do it out there. I wouldn't mind doing a morning daybreak out there, to be honest with you. I think that would be great. The only problem is I try to think of how to get in and out of there dry. So I will work on that. There's technology around. We'll see what we can do. Now, I don't want anybody peeping at me this morning, so I'm not going to tell you all how to find the web cameras, but there are web cameras here that point in this general direction where I am. You can watch some brilliant sunsets in the afternoon, also point in the other direction of the harbour as well. Also brilliant views. Almost all of the NCC facilities here have free Wi-Fi. This is one of them as well, and they also offer webcams. Pebbles, Accra, Miami Beach, Dover, Worthing here, going on the west coast, even Church Point. Many opportunities to see the sunsets, Paynes Bay, all over the island. So if you can tap into the webcams here, you'll be in touch with Barbados 24/7 if that's what you want to do. Just a beautiful morning though. I mean, look at the conditions here. All the facilities you can possibly imagine. Lifeguard hut, of course. And then you have your showers, your washrooms, changing rooms, all the facilities. This is a very popular beach. Very popular beach. Just a beautiful morning. I gotta tell you, this is gorgeous. You got pros all over the island. Someone asked me the other day, I call her my sister-in-law, asked me the other day to come and play some beach tennis. I had to decline, because let me tell you, after 2 hits, I'd be done. So, you know, that's too much energy for me. Not that I can't do it, too lazy. Just too lazy for it. This is a high energy sport. A lot of people do this only just to keep fit. Nice work, guys. I broadcast you all over the world. Good morning. Wonderful to see you all, man. Awesome playing. Rascals Beach Bar. If you want to come down here, eat, dine, sleep, lie down, rent loungers, whatever you want to do, you can do down here. Hold on though. I obviously walked too far from the sea because I need to go back in there right now. You're almost saying, that boy wouldn't even take me for a swim. I can take you for a swim now, don't worry. I'm going to show you what the drop off is here like, how it is. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Hopefully the resolution will offer it. But you can see the difference in color immediately. It does go down quite a bit. Let me see, I've gone from shin to thigh immediately. Now I'm coming into hip. So within 10 feet you go from shin to hip. So you'd have to be wary if you have any knee challenges or hip challenges or anything like that. You know, just take your time. You can always crawl out, you know, there's nothing wrong with crawling out or asking someone for help. You know, that's what we have to do in life. I can now speak about that because when I was younger, after a few years ago, I would never ask for help from anyone because I was brought up as a Bajan man who don't ask for help. We are hard-back Bajan men that are supposed to handle everything ourselves. Well, those years have changed for me. I've got a lot wiser, and I realize that is what we're all placed for, to help each other, help our fellow man. Now this beach has a lot of some pockets of sand that you can go in. Like right now I'm waist deep standing up. However, beyond me there's coral reef, and it depends on how much sand is in here as to how far out you can go. But this changes a lot. Like, this is not the kind of beach where you walk out for long distances on sand, but there are some pockets you can do that. But majority of the sand base area is just on the inside. It runs maybe, as you can see here, about 30 feet or so, 30 to 40 feet before you get to coral. So you can come in and comfortably submerge yourself in the water and enjoy the healing properties of the Barbados Ocean. Just a stunning, stunning morning. I am so happy to be here this morning. I am so blessed to have life and to be able, oh, nice little swell coming through, and to be able to bring this beauty to all of you all. You know, people tell me thanks, but I'm going to tell you all, thank you all, because you all encourage me to come out here every day. It's not that it's not my journey, and if it was only one of you on live with me in the morning, that's all that matters, because if I can touch one person, that is the most important thing. Alright, now that ship has got a little closer. It's not a cruise liner, it's actually a cargo vessel, so you can clear that up now if Malcolm has not already cleared that up for us. Alright, we've seen these things pop up all over the place. The white boys in distance, just talk about them briefly. Years ago, jet skis and powercrafts used to come in all over the coastline. It actually was very dangerous. Quite a few people had been hit in the past. There was an outcry for control of it, etc., etc. And over the last few years, they have actually implemented that. If you're coming into this beach with a powercraft, you have to come in between these two white buoys. And this is not only this beach. You'll find this all along the popular beaches on the coastline, and more to come, obviously. But the more popular ones are where you would start to try and regulate it so you can, you know, protect people and stuff. So that is a great, great feature, you know, before jet ski operators would come. And I'm not putting them down, because it's what was allowed. So, you know, you do what you're allowed to do, you know. You carry the law sometimes right to the edge. But they were flying up a beach at full speed and up the beach and land their craft so it wouldn't wash back out the high tide everywhere. So if you're lying on the beach, although they may be safe and not come at you, there's concern and worry. You don't want to be having concern and worry when you're on vacation. You want to be lying down, relaxing, and letting go everything and enjoying life. Now, you don't get that on any other coastline. Boats coming in that close, just right on the water's edge, on the, just coming up here, cruising slowly. I don't know if they're catching bait or whatever. I'm not too sure what they're doing. He was down with the hot pot a little earlier, so he probably is getting some bait to go out and do some fishing. But that is typical West Coast picture right there for you. That is what you find on the West Coast. It's just beautiful. And you know, folks, I hope you all have had an amazing day. I've seen some lovely comments going on here. It is February, it is the love month. But we give this love and share this love every day of every week of every month of every year. We're only in year one, but the intentions are, I know God wants this journey to continue and grow and bring more and more people into our family, so that more and more people will start with a positive feeling on a morning and be able to spread that to all their friends and people who are not actually on with us. And that is what God wants me to do, and I know that for sure. And with your all's help, that is what we'll do. We'll spread the EMC far and wide. My promotional manager asks every day, you know, tag, share. You know, even if you don't feel like sharing on your personal page, I understand that, but share with your friends. What about say, hey, you want to come and join some peace in the morning? You want to give reflection and thanks for everything that you've been granted with and blessed with this morning? Come and join us on the EMC. So you can spread it in that format. It's not a problem. And as people see you starting to smile and stuff, you may get the question, oh, you're smiling very broadly today, you're very happy today. Yeah, well, I was with 60 people, 70 people, whatever, this morning, and we were sharing the beauty of Barbados together. So everyone, have a great day. Be safe. You know, tomorrow is an off day. Doesn't mean I'm not going to bring the beauty to you. I do have a very big appointment tomorrow, mid-morning, so you probably won't see me on till, I may get on early morning, give you a little something just to spice up the morning. And then I'll probably hopefully be on in the evening time, because there's You know, nothing is going to spoil this life for me. If I have a challenge right now, that challenge will affect me right now. If I have a challenge that's coming tomorrow, that will affect me tomorrow, not today. Hard to do, easy to say, but it is the way to keep peace and serenity. It's to leave the things that you have no control over. You don't even know if you can live till tomorrow. You're going to sit down and worry about tomorrow? No. Enjoy every second of today. Enjoy life. Have a great time. Be safe. Be peaceful. Share love. And God bless you all. See you all on Thursday morning if God spares life. Have a great day.